Kanye's going to do Kanye.
That's
down to running for president.
And 30 years from now, we might look back at it like, man, that was a real move. Or we might say it was just as bad. But
yeah, he got a few votes.
Yeah.
He got a few votes.
Oh, as far as running for president himself. Yeah.
Exactly.
And the crazy thing, he had no help.
No, he funded it all himself.
And not even just funded it. Nobody supported him. His family, his friends. Like, I've seen so many people that he's changed their lives for generations and generations to come that came in there and cussed him literally. Like, cussed him out.
Well,
like, you couldn't talk to me like that. Not in my own establishment.
I think the reason why people were upset at him running for president was because they felt that he was going to split the Democratic vote and allow Trump to go back into office. Yeah. Which is why Trump was fully supportive of Kanye running for president. Look at this guy's technically running against him, and Trump was like, yeah, go ahead and run. Because ultimately, I think more Kanye fans are Democrats than Republicans. That's what I think.
Let me tell you something.
You don't think that's true?
When I first signed to Kanye West, I did albums called the Black History Project, right? Mixtapes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I come on stage, it's nothing but white people. I don't see black people at my shows. I don't see black people at a lot of rapper shows.
Well, I'm not saying it's a white-black thing. I'm saying that even the white people who listen to Kanye are probably Democrats. You don't think so?
I mean, we could differ, we could disagree.
I mean, there's no way of actually knowing.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just guessing.
To me, when I go to these shows and when I see his fan base, first of all, I don't see a black demographics that really supports him like that.
Huh.
Not to when I show up at his events. You might have 5-10% of them be black. 90% of people is white. So if you're saying most of the 90% of those people are Democrats, then
I mean, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, the slavery was a choice. Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. She just took them to go work for another white man. Makes it a little hard for some of his black fan base to be 100% behind him.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Did a boat come from Africa to come get us?
Yes. Did a boat bring...
A boat brung, but nobody came from Africa to come get us.
Oh, to bring you guys back.
Exactly.
Correct.
No, it's still slave castles, slave homes that are still in Africa. Who even say we was brought over here on slave boats? When you see ancient artifacts in South America with noses this wide, maybe we was prisoners of war. But our people would not be able to tell that history because 90% of them was wiped out due to disease. So we don't know what happened in those times.
I've been to the island of Gorée in Senegal. Me and Akon talked about this. This was like one of the largest slave distribution centers.
It was called the slave trade, right?
The slave trade, yeah.
Not the slave war.
No, it was a trade.
Not the slave kidnapping.
Yeah, it was really just one of the most depressing places I've ever been at. The fact that you could take human beings and just, there's huge cannons there to protect the property of the slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so disgusting on so many different levels. I was watching this, Will Smith has that new series on Netflix where it talks about the 14th Amendment and everything else like that. And there was this interview that really fucked me up. And it was an interview with a black man interviewing a descendant of a slave owner, like the grandkid or something like that. And this was done, it looked like maybe in the 50s or 60s. So it was kind of a while back. And, the white guy was saying, to the black interviewers, like, yeah, and, the country's becoming more liberal. I'm becoming more liberal myself, and I'm, looking at black people as humans now as well. And the guy said, well, if you're looking at them as humans now, how did you look at them before? And he said, well, honestly, as high-functioning pets. And that fucked me up so badly. Like I was like, I can't believe this guy actually said this out loud. Like this is crazy. Like he literally looks at these people like pets.
You know, it's crazy. My sister did an ancestry on my family, and we couldn't find my family in some parts of Georgia that was in the I guess the slave book.
Uh-huh.
So they looked in the livestock, and that's where they found my family.